Good morning, Warren County and McMinnville and all the surrounding counties. You're waking up to Warren First 931. I'm your host of the show, Kelly Walker Slaughter. We are live at the Tops Frozen Yogurt and Metro Deli Studios. I am by myself this morning. Say a little prayer for my friend Brian Carr as he woke up this morning not feeling so good. So I will be doing the show all by my lonesome today. So no worries. But again, I hope everybody enjoys this terrific Tuesday as we go into it. Real quickly, as we get into this, the current temp in downtown McMinnville is 55 degrees. It feels like 41, but today's high is going to be 64. Tonight's low is 47. Now, the rest of the week, and especially today and tomorrow, there is 70% chance of rain today and a 75% chance of rain tomorrow. And the weather for tomorrow is going to be 56 the high, 33 the low. And if you go outside and you look, the weather, it looks like we're going to get some type of rainfall or snow of something. And I do know a lot of folks are gearing up to for the beta. Shout out to them as they travel this week to Gatlinburg. And I hear that there's some chances of snow. So be cautious, be careful. But with that said, let's start off our day right with a word from our sponsors. And if you haven't got your cup of coffee this morning, have you tried our coffee? You might want to. Stop. Now
Welcome to our coffee drive-thru located at 601 Beersheba Highway, McMinnville, or give them a call at 474-1776. At our coffee, we pour love into every cup of coffee we serve. Welcome to our coffee drive-thru located at 601 Beersheba Highway, McMinnville.
Don't know what to eat? Have you tried Cumberland Biscuit Company or Tops Frozen Yogurt and Metro Deli? Down on Main, you can enjoy pizzas and sandwiches, weekly combo specials, soups, salads, and finish it up with Tops Frozen treats. On the weekends, check out Cumberland Biscuit Company's unique dishes like the Twisted Goat Burger or the Bambushka Burger. For lunch or dinner, get the experience of going out of town right here in McMinnville, down on Main. Follow Tops and Cumberland Biscuit Company on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
When you need help with your medical needs, who are you going to call? At Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy, you're not just a number, you're a part of our community. When you call Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy, you'll get a live person to help answer your medical questions. In a hurry? Try our convenient drive-thru. Not able to get out? We offer free delivery within the city limits. Stacy specializes in Mr. Stewart's over-the-counter and prescription cough syrups. Need to transfer your prescriptions? It's no trouble to transfer to Stacy's, where people care and wellness matters. Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy is located at 485 North Chancery Street, or give them a call at 474-0600.
Visit Randall Walker Farms at 8240 Manchester Highway in Morrison, Tennessee. From fresh plants to seasonal favorites, we have everything you need to beautify your home or project this fall. Available for both retail and wholesale. Looking for something sweet? Don't miss out on our delicious frozen blueberries. Stop by and see us 6 days a week, Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. For more information, call 931-635-9535 or email rwalkerfarms@benlomond.net. Get ready for fall with Randall Walker Farms, where fall planning begins. All right, guys. Good morning, as always. You're waking up with Kelly Walker Slaughter, your host of Warren First 931. And just like we said earlier, currently in downtown McMinnville, it is 55 degrees. And thank you to our community weather sponsor, which is Reddick Brown Ford. Again, if you have not checked out their amazing deals going on right now, you need to, because one of them being the fact of, if you haven't tried this, now we have, where to go right here. I want to make sure I tell you this right. So they have a free delivery and pickup all month long for the month of March. So again, and this has been going on each month, but again, this is something I feel like people need to take advantage of while you can. So let them handle your vehicle, whether it's maintenance needs or if you need a cleaning, things like that. You can book an appointment with them today by simply calling them at 668-2177 and ask them about their free delivery and pickup service. Because if you are like me, busy all the time, and you really just don't have the time to go from here to there and everywhere, they can come here and pick up my car, fix it, and then bring it back in a matter of hours and minutes. So again, and also why I say that, when we were on break, unfortunately, I was hearing that Sirens are going off, things like that. I don't know what it's to, but it sounds like a fire truck and ambulance right now. I'm trying to see where that's coming from. I don't know if they're testing out their sirens. I hear them. There they go. So everybody be cautious, be careful. The fire department's out and about this morning. But again, thank you to Reddick Brown Ford for being our community weather sponsors. I do also want to take the time and because this news, thank you to Penny Crouch from Oh Sugar. First and foremost, I'm going to clarify here, and then she's going to come on our show Thursday as well to talk a little bit about what's coming up for Oh Sugar. But they do have some exciting news. They're not closing down, but Oh Sugar is going to be moving locations, hopefully, to 410 North Chancery Street. They're hoping to complete this move by the end of March. Now, this is the former site of Intrigue. And all this information I'm telling you, we got from Penny this morning. So kudos to her and just being an entrepreneur woman like myself and just keep doing what she's doing, fighting the good fight, as I say. But they will allow them more room to this space. The Intrigue building is going to allow Oh Sugar to have more space to serve you all with those delicious treats in love. They are even planning on expanding their menu and hours, staying open later on Fridays and Saturdays to better serve you. And while we are sad to see them leave, the downtown area, we are very excited for this wonderful opportunity for them. So stay tuned for more details to come. We're going to have Penny Crouch, owner and operator of Oh Sugar, coming in with us here on Thursday to talk more about, or we may, if she wants, we are going to maybe do a pop-in podcast at her facility. I have to finish all the I do know that she wanted to come on the show with us, and I told her this morning, absolutely 100%. Also, going on this morning, Warren County stuff. I want to make sure to get all this out there. And again, remember, guys, since I am by my little lonesome self today, if you want to call me at 931-369-3050 and get on the show today, call me up. Tell me what's going on in your world. I would love to hear about it. Out in the Morrison area at the Morrison Ruatan, Miss Sue Anderson sent this to me. They're having a fish supper on March the 15th from 5 to 7 p.m. for Relay for Life. All proceeds go to Relay for Life. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, please let Sue Anderson know. And if you want to ask me too as well, we can do that on top of that. But again, the Morrison Ruatan is holding their first fish supper fundraiser for Relay for Life on March the 15th, 5 to 7 p.m. And I'm going to assume this is all going to be at the Morrison Ruatan building. And if you have not had some good fish supper catfish from the Morrison Ruatan, oh my gosh, you are so missing out. Also, too, let me see, I'm going on as we're just going through this morning. I wanted to make sure I got everybody. I had stuff on Facebook, Instagram. Again, crazy. Yes, the Park Theater wanted to let all you guys know as well that they're excited to announce that the Park Theater Group is doing their first ever dance concert. And it's going to be they're welcoming all dancers or people who are looking to start their dance journey. And it's called Back to Cuba, is a piece dedicated to Katie Carded Ramos, and Latin culture as a whole. And I think this is again, an amazing opportunity. Morrison Nutritionism. Oh, well, thank you, Retha. Do you want to call in and talk about it? You can. Call me, girl. It's 369-3050. But with that said, I think this is an amazing opportunity at the Park Theater with the Park Theater Group, because we have so many different types of cultures here in the Warren County community that is amazing and immaculate, and it makes us what we are today. And having a Back to Cuba, which is an appreciation to Latin dance, I think it's just going to be amazing. But again, auditions are going to be on May the 2nd at 4:30 to 6:30, and it's going to be at the Park Theater. So if you have anybody know anybody that's Latin that wants to like doing Latin dances, any of you guys that want to go out and audition for this, do that. I think this is a great opportunity for all. Also, too, thanks to Aretha Muncie, she just let us know that the Morrison Nutrition is under new ownership now. Aretha, do you know who the person is that's taken over? Because if so, call me, girl. We'll put you on the show. We'll make this a thing. While I'm waiting for Aretha to respond this morning, I also want to say a shout out to Santa Claus yesterday for coming on the show. It was, again, was amazing to have him with us, especially celebrating Reading Across America Week. If you're just now seeing us this week, all week long at all these schools here in Warren County are celebrating Reading Across America, as well as everyone else in the whole United States, is what I'm understanding. But yesterday, I had the enjoyment of going to the Warren County Middle School and sitting with Santa Claus as he was reading not one, but two of his favorite books yesterday. And I want to say thanks again to Miss Mary and them for letting me come in because we didn't tell him I was coming. It was kind of a last minute thing, but it was really nice getting in her class and how they also celebrated Santa's birthday yesterday, which I thought was very sweet. Thank you again, Retha. She mentioned Michelle Stevens is the new owner of Morrison Nutrition. Well, Retha, you better tell her all about Warren First, girl. If she wants to come on the show or, talk about what she planned, any new plans that are happening with Morrison Nutrition, I would love to hear about it. But yeah, so we got to do that yesterday. And another sad thing, I know this is not Warren County news, but we are all huge. Most of the people I know, who doesn't love Dolly Parton? But with that said, and I want to post this picture that I found of them yesterday. It was just so sweet. Dolly Parton and her husband, Carl. Let's post this up here. Yeah. I want to make sure everybody sees this. So yesterday, sad news, as Dolly Parton's husband, Carl Dean, he passed away on the 3rd in Nashville at the age of 82 years old. He will be laid to rest in a private ceremony with intimate family attending. He was survived by his siblings, Sandra and Donna. And then Dolly writes, Carl and I spent many wonderful years together. Words can't do justice to the love we shared for over 60 years. Thank you for your prayers and sympathy. The family has asked for privacy during this difficult time. Now, we did share this on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter as well. I'm trying to see where I posted it. Well, you know what? It's right here in front of my face. But Carl Dean, of course, is Carl Thomas Dean, was the husband of the country music icon Dolly Parton. And as he passed away, they have been married or they have been sharing a life together, as they said, since 1966. And if anybody knows Dolly Parton, when Dolly moved here, when she wanted to become a Nashville singer or a country singer, her dream was to come to Nashville and start here. And the first day, if you ever watched her stories and her chronicles and things like that, the first day that Dolly Parton came to Nashville, she met Carl Dean at the laundromat. True story. And then she said she's never left his sight since then. And I think, we hear love stories all the time. And when we hear theirs, I mean, it's magic. Like love stories like theirs are a dime a dozen. And again, not every love story has happy, it's not happy all the time. There's ups, there's downs, highs and lows. But from what I knew of the story that Dolly Parton let the world know, the public know, they had a great marriage, a great life. They spent 60 years together. So our thoughts and prayers go out to Dolly Parton this morning as she is having to lay to rest her husband. It's not something that is easily done. And And I wouldn't, I don't know what I would do if I lost my husband, because when you lose your rock, your best friend, and again, I've known Slaughter since middle school. And again, and everybody's like, why do you call him that? That's what I've always called him. He used to call me Walker, and I would call him Slaughter. But I've known him for quite some time. And to have, a rock solid foundation, I hate it for her. 6 years together. I mean, come on. That's amazing. He died at the age of 82. But with that said, our thoughts and prayers are with you guys. Continuing on as we go through, as I was trying to share some stuff last night, the newsletters are out and about. As soon as I get off the show today, I'm going to go to the Teacher Center and go get the hard copies. Now you can go, just so everybody knows, because I want to make sure there's several locations you can pick this up at. You can go to Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy, Randall Walker Farms, Tammy's Market, Champion Chevrolet. You can also go to our McMinnville Chamber of Commerce as well. Jay's Restaurant, USA Gym, Gateway Tire and Service Center, Cumberland Biscuit Company, and Tops Frozen Yogurt and Metro Deli. Children's Advocacy Center has them as well when you're in there in the reading area. Kimmy's Tea Room, Pinnacle Orthopedics, McMinnville Drug Center, Prater's Barbecue in the Morrison location, Reddick Brown Ford, and also the Hitch Outfitters. We try to go as to many locations as possible. A couple of new ones that we did hit up yesterday is we're starting to put them at like Pioneer Pediatrics and a lot of doctors' offices for you guys as well. And they just messaged me. Thank you. They're out on the porch. Thank you. Last week, of course, we didn't get to do our normal with our newsletter because sickness is still going around. The best thing, somebody messaged me yesterday, the best thing I suggest to you guys do when there's sickness going on, because right now I know the stomach bug is making its eerie head back around the corner. Make sure you wash your hands. Make sure whether you use hand sanitizer, even though that doesn't get the germs off, just have a baby wipe, have a hand sanitizer, be close to a sink. Washing your hands is the best thing to do. With that said, we're going to take one quick break and we're going to jump into some upcoming stuff that's coming on the show this week. I'm looking forward to telling everybody we have some exciting new news that is going on here. You can put at the Candy Lady Sweets and Treats. They will be honored. Well, thank you, Michelle. I appreciate that. I'll bring you some today. There you go. Another place would like some newsletters to come by and get. But we have some exciting news coming up for our Pioneer Playbook. We have some exciting news here that is happening at Warren First. So stick around. You're definitely going to want to hear this because it's a doozy. Well, with that said, here is another word from our sponsors.
Citizens Tri-County Bank has been serving the people of this region for 53 years, and we are fully committed to the people and the communities that place their trust in us. McMinnville in Warren County is just one of the 9 counties that we serve. With 4 convenient branch locations, along with 7 ATM and ITM locations, you can be assured that Citizens Tri-County Bank is close by. Committed to you and committed to the communities we serve. It truly is what makes Citizens Tri-County Bank the only community bank you will ever need. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
February is the month of delicious deals at Sonic Drive-In in McMinnville. Get ready to treat yourselves. Starting February the 24th, cool down with their delicious, refreshing strawberry mangonada slush. Perfect for those sunny days. And don't miss out on February the 26th, where you can grab small popcorn chicken for just $1.49. Snack time never tasted so good. Start your day right with our special drink offer until 10 a.m. Make Sonic your rise and shine morning destination. So many flavors to choose from. And remember, we've got the best sun drop in town. Dive into these amazing deals this February at Sonic Drive-In.
This is David Moore with Supreme Building Products. We've been your one-stop shopping center for lumber and building supplies since 1963. We're a family-owned business and operated and proudly served Warren counties for over 50 years. At Supreme, it's not just about great prices, but it's about exceptional service. Our customers are what's always supreme. From lumber to roofing to plumbing and paint, we have everything you need to build your dream home from the ground up. Whether you're a contractor or a homeowner or a weekend warrior, our knowledgeable staff is ready to assist you at our state-of-the-art drive-through lumberyard. Visit us, please, at the corner of Highway 70 and North Spring Street. There's something for everyone at Supreme Building Products, where quality and customers come first, and the coffee's always free. And always be sure to shop local. Call us, please, at 473-9564.
Spring is here, and so are your yard care needs. Visit McMinnville Lawn and Garden at 129 Keel Drive, where we've been serving our community since 1995. With a rock-solid reputation for excellent service, our dedicated team is here to help you find the best lawnmowers, leaf blowers, chainsaws, weed eaters, and more. We proudly carry top brands like Echo, Stihl, Shindala, Gravely, Cub Cadet, and Skag. Take advantage of our early spring service, free pickup, and a discount on service. Plus, from chainsaws to gardening tools, we've got you covered for storm season. Trust the experts at McMinnville Lawn and Garden, where quality and customer satisfaction come first. Call us today at 815-5296.
As we're back, and the food company's here. I apologize. I missed breakfast this morning. All right, guys. So welcome back to Warren First 9 through 1. I'm your host of the show, Kelly Walker Slaughter. And one quick thing, I did forget to mention this yesterday, and I want to make sure to mention it today. If you have a child in pre-K or kindergarten, they're doing the screenings today. And let's see. It says on here, April the 4th, it's going to be from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Now, you can register online prior to the screening because that will take, some time. I think you'll go a lot quicker if you guys decide to take your kid to pre-K screening and kindergarten screening today. But it says, please bring a proof of address, a utility bill, like, for example, a birth certificate, and the immunization records. And so this is all going to be held at the Milner Recreation Center. And if you noticed that the gym has been closed because they're doing those screenings today and yesterday. So again, if you're in the pre-K screening, kids that are 4 years old by August the 15th, and the kindergarten screening is going to be 5 years of age by August the 15th. So my suggestion is register online prior to get that all out of the way, and then go between 8 and 2 to get your kid screened for pre-K and kindergarten screening. Okay? But I meant to mention that the other day, and it didn't happen, and I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. Also, I want to say a shout out to our flag football girls team, our Lady Pioneers flag football. Shout out to Coach Martin and them. They have officially got everything up, and it is officially game week as they compete this week on the 7th at 6 p.m. They're going to be in Gordonsville. Let me make sure. In Gordonsville, and that's who they're going to be playing. Now, their first home game is going to be, I think everybody needs to mark their calendars, and we need to just go and gravitate towards them and show them support, because this is history in the making here in Warren County for flag football. But with that said, on March the 14th at 6 p.m., there's going to be a home game, and we're playing against Bledsoe County. So again, get on that. And it says all home games will be played at Nunley Stadium. So how neat is that we have a flag football team? I just think that's phenomenal. Also, too, coming up, right now because I have some exciting news that I would love to share with everybody. So, a lot of the community, you guys have asked for an easier and a simpler way to access our information. And so we are getting together. I'm trying to get 3 quotes together. We got 3 companies that are these app companies. They make these apps for folks. And I want to make sure I pick the right one with the right price. And so we are working on a Warren First app. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Hopefully we'll have it like by the summer or maybe the beginning of fall of next year, or fall going into the fall of this year. I don't know what I do know that the things that I want, because a lot of you are asking that I'm reading right now on my phone and stuff, to have something like an app. And I want to compare it to similar to the app that the sports, the Warren County Pioneer Sports apps looks like, because I would love to have, how they have on that front page. The first tab is just like all the breaking news and what is trending, right? And then I want to have a tab for the political side of things, whether it's local, state, or federal. And then I wanted to have a tab for local stuff that's going on. And then, events. And there's just in sports. And there's just so many things going on in our community. I'm trying to think, how can we get it into one thing? Because, I know I hate having all these multiple apps on my phone, but at the same time, if it's something that's a good use, like, I think Warren First app will be very essential to the Warren County community one day. And to have a one-stop shop instead of going to Facebook, Instagram, and all that, and you just pull it up, boom, it's right there. So again, stay tuned for that. It's amazing. Oh, nice. Okay. All right. Thank you, Retha. She's just throwing. Do you just want to call, girl? I'm telling you, call me. You got so much stuff going on. But yeah, about the Warren County or Warren First 931 app, we are getting that geared towards everything. So you can actually listen to us live through the app, and you can listen to us through your car that way. It's just, what does everybody have? A phone. And so I think having this will be essential to the show and its growth here in the Warren County community. So send all the prayers, because I'm really looking forward to seeing what endeavors are to come from this point. But because I'm so bad, I always forget to mention something, but Warren First 931 is working on an app, and I'm talking with 3 different groups right now, companies, app companies, and I'm going to try to get something going, because apps are not cheap, and I got to make sure that it is cost effective for me, and and go from there. But again, send prayers to me, because I'm definitely going to need it. Thank you. 51 minutes ago. You remember when we started the show and we heard the sirens and stuff? Well, the McMinnville Fire Department just sent out a message. No burning on March the 4th, this Tuesday. There will be a the no burn permit issued today in the city of McMinnville due to the low humidity and high wind gusts. All burning in the city limits are banned. Sorry, that was not what it was. But again, if you guys want to burn some, today is not the day, because of this wind's coming in. It's bringing in these rains for today and tomorrow. So we have to be careful and cautious with that. I want to do a little shout out to my folks at the Hitch Outfitters. They have the cutest clothes for kids and adults, guys. And if you're a Patagonia wearer like myself and her family, they have a new in stock, these new kids clothes just in time for spring break. And I'm telling you, I'm sharing this to my page. But there you go. I think that's just the neatest little thing. Warren County High School, your yearbook. Is this for our school? Yes, it is. Attention, Warren County High Schools. To guarantee you get a yearbook this year, you need to order through the website. Orders need to be placed by March the 15th, which that is next week, guys. You have from now to next week to order your yearbook. Once the books have pre-ordered, come to the school. They will be first come. Again, if don't order them and you get your own book. After that, it's first come, first serve. You can order your books through the website, and we are going to share this right now. And then I want to say to Miss Retha this morning, I would, but it's too crazy loud at my house. Oh, gotcha, boo. All right. So she's just let us know that the Legacy Gymnast cheer teams will be competing in Sevierville this weekend at the American Royale. Did I say that right? I hope I did. But good luck to them. I hope they come back with medals, trophies, and all that, because this is another thing that we will be showcasing on our Pioneer Playbook teams, like the Legacy Gymnast cheer team. These are all sports in Warren County. This is not just high school and middle school stuff we're looking at. We're looking outside of this. We're going to hopefully get the swim team on coming up on the show as well, because in April does start the signups for swim team. So again, if you are just new to town and you want to get your child in some type of sports, and maybe hitting the ball and things like that and throwing are not it, we say this all the time. Again, try other stuff. There's other different types of sports. There's so many different academics that your child can get involved in, as well as getting involved. Well, where'd it go? Here it is. As I'm making a mental note as I'm talking to myself. Page. Yeah. I got to call her today. She texted me earlier this morning. See, it's always good when you have somebody else in here, because while they're talking, I could be doing my side hustle on this end. Shout out to Brent Cardigan, does an amazing job on the events. Okay, I'm looking. Oh, nope. But I hope everybody is having a great time out there in radio land or podcasting land. Like I said earlier, this week it's all dedicated to Dr. Seuss. He was born on March the 2nd, and this is why they do schools across America are celebrating Dr. Seuss. Now, in our local voice, that will be available today after the show. Now, you can see it already online, and if you haven't got your digital copy yet, make sure you check your email. I sent them out on Monday as well. And if you want to become a part of the digital subscribers that get the newsletter, call me or text me with the keyword local voice to 931-305-0869. That's the easiest way to get all the local news here and anything that you miss on our show as well. But with all this excitement in the classrooms, nationwide, schools have geared up for these. Every school, every day has some different theme. I know yesterday Walker got to wear, what was it? Crazy socks. Today he gets to wear crazy hat day at my little girl's daycare. Yesterday was Cat in the Hat, and they wore their Cat in the Hat hats. Now, she's not a hat wearer, but I made her hair all crazy wonky with a Cat in the Hat dress is what I did. And then today at her school, and I'm always curious what the other schools are doing. Today at my baby girl's school, they're doing one fish, two fish. So they said wear the color yellow. And then today Walker gets to wear his crazy hat, which he has this like snow hat that covers his ears. It's so adorable. But one thing about Reading Across America, we shouldn't just do this just for one whole week. There are benefits, and I don't know if you know this or not. There's benefits for kids being able to read. Hold on. Hell, I'm live. Never mind. She just hung up on me. I was about to say, what's up, Melody? What's up, boo? Going back to my notes, there is a power of a story. And reading to your child, whether it's the newspaper, whether it's your notes that you wrote down on your paper, whether it's a book, whether it's a text message, but there is a power in that. And if we can unlock the benefits of reading to your child at a young age, it's just endless. So with that said, with the literacy stats, and I want to blow this up so I can read this correctly for you guys this morning. because I had allergy eyes. But 1 in 4 children in America grow up without learning how to read. True story. And these are statistics from the UNCannyKids.com. And because, here we try to do as much research as we can for all our stories and our discussions that we have on the show, because we try to be the best journalists that we can here, and we try to find the facts. And that's what's important to us. If it takes us weeks on end before we just put people on the show, we try to get everything together. But with that said, 1 in 4 children in America grow up without learning how to read. So they suggest to start early. In the first 3 years, infants and toddlers begin acquiring the first thousands of words that they will use throughout their lives. True story. So as parents, just talk to them. We just need to be talking to our kids on a daily basis, doing activities with them, talking. Then they could learn 1,000 to 2,000 words each hour just by talking to your kid. Children whose mothers frequently spoke to them as infants learned almost 300 more words by age 2 than children of mothers who did not. So, education and income levels have unfortunately impacted on child's literacy, but the more presence of books is powerful enough to overcome that get impacted, whether you are financially burdened or not. Children who grow up in homes with at least 20 books get on an average 3 more years of schooling than students from bookless homes, regardless of parental income or education or class. 50%, says, why choose books over TV? Because children's books contain 50% more rare words than primetime television or even conversations among college students. Again, I'll say this. Why is books more important than TV? Because children's books contain 50% more rare words than primetime television or even a conversation guide between college students. Crazy. Oops. Let's see. Oops. I didn't see where you're live as soon as it started ringing. My bad. Okay. You're okay, Melody. But you are, if it's something that needs to come on the show, I can call you right now, or you just tell me and I can Facebook you in on this. Just tell me, okay, as I'm going through this. Also, it says reading with your kids. Children who are read at least 3 times a week, and they're not asking every day, because it does say try to read to your kids 20 minutes every night. But on here, it's saying if you can at least read to your child 3 times a week by a family member, or twice as likely, they are twice as likely to be in the top 25% in reading compared to children who read at least less than 3 times a week. Just saying. And how a child's vocabulary grows. So here we go. So by the age of 1, they get a couple hundred words, like when they're infants, because they're just trying to pick it up, right? At the age of 2, they get close to 650 words of growth. Age 3, they get close to 1,300. Age 4, it's in the middle ballpark, about 1,500 words or so. Age 5, they are a little over 1,950 words. And these are vocabulary in the number of vocals when they talk to you guys. And then age 6, they get to the top peak, which they say 2,600 words. And again, you can read more about this on www.frostfoundation.org/resource/50 top literacy statistics. But again, like I said, whether you read to them 1 minute, 5 minutes, 20 minutes, because some kids' attention spans are very short. And so we want to make sure that you captivate them. And this is the impact of reading 20 minutes per day in a child versus a child who reads. It says 20 minutes is exposed to 1.8 million words per year and scores in 90 percentile of its standardized testing. Because right now, in a couple of weeks, I know I think some schools are standardized testing now, or they're doing the practice ones, I think is what it is. Because in April, that's the real test right there. If you read 5 minutes a day, a child is exposed to 282,000 words per year and scores the 50th percentile on standardized testing. And I put this in our news story this week of the importance of reading and the benefits these kids get, because I think the best thing as parents that we can do, besides showing them how to be an adult, and because we're raising them to become adults one day, reading and writing is the most important thing a child needs to learn. And then everything after that with the counting and things like that. But if you only read, or if your child can only read 1 minute, or if you only read them like 1 minute a day, they're exposed to at least 8,000 words per year, and their scores are in the 10th percentile of standardized testing. So, and again, these statistics, I looked everywhere to make sure I got the right ones and they were legit places, but benefits of reading are clear. The key lines is just keeping it consistent and making it enjoyable and making them love to read and trying to figure out, one struggle I had with my son, I don't know if anybody else did. One struggle I had with my boy was finding a book that he enjoyed, or the genre, I should say the genre. And then once you find it, push it, thrive it, make them read with you. I make Walker read street signs with me, everything. I'm like, if you see a sign, read it. Read that billboard we're coming up to. Jamie Jaco says, amen, Kelly Walker Slaughter. Read with your children. Read from birth until they are adults. Reading with your child and letting them see you read is so important. I am so passionate about the importance of reading to your children. And then Megan chimed in and said 4 years of elementary education in college, and that's the most important thing for sure. No amount of education can replace it. And that is 100% true. It builds empathy and social and emotional learning set skills. I'm telling you guys, listen to Audible with them, and that's one thing I have started doing with my little girl, as well as I started doing with my son, because Randy Jane is 2 years old now. And Walker is 10 and they're both going on 11 and 3 at this point in my head. But if there is this app called Class Dojo that they use in their class, and I know that there's some other apps that other schools use, but this app, and I'm going to show you if I can pull it up for you. There's a program on here. Where was it? And it was about books, and I can't pull it up, but because I just can't find it right now, but they have an assortment of books for your child in the grade level, and you can actually either let them read it and swipe it, or they can listen to it and watch it swipe. And then the words light up. Like anyway, whether you use, what is it, girls? I've used Leapfrog. I've used Audible. I've used YouTube where people read books with the pictures and stuff on it. There are so many tools as parents that are free to use. And I say from one parent to another, if you have young ones, that is from birth to at least 5th grade, because those are I would say, and if anybody wants to chime in on this, we got to get them from birth to 5th grade, because once they go to middle school, they're done. I say it's done. Like, you try to implement every best studying way, work ethic way in school between birth and 5th grade. Because once they go to middle school grade levels, it's all different. It's, that's where they need to know their skill set and they need to learn. And so, but with that said, yes, thank you, Megan. Thank you, Jamie, for that. But the article we have wrote in this week is called The Power. And I want to show you, because I kind of just went over it, but I'll do it again. But right here, use gestures when you read words they may not know the meaning. We read reread the story Bible last night, and I read the word ear splitting and touched by ear. Oh, okay. I like that. But as you can see, this is our weekly newsletter that we do each week. We try to get it out by Monday or Tuesday. But, when kids get sick, things get delayed. But right now, of course, I talked about schools across America. We talked heavily about yesterday, just the importance on reading. And then the power of a story. I went over through the statistics with you guys, and I put them in this news article because the story is called The Power of a Story, Unlocking the Benefits of Reading to Children at a Young Age. Another thing, of course, I'm going to go back now. I want to say a shout out to my boys, TC Bryant Band. And now I can say I'm friends with the Running with Waylon folks as well. They were on the show with us here doing the interview. But the Park Theater has so many big things coming up. If you want to follow and see all the different diverse things at the shows that they're having over here, it's not just music. It's not just music and plays. They have family oriented things coming up, and we'll talk about that closer to the end of the show today. But they had a big weekend. Check out the article written by my boy Brian Carr. Hope you get to feeling better, buddy. And then also he wrote an amazing piece on Easter's on its way, and Lent is happening tomorrow. And just a couple of things about that. And let me pull this back up because I accidentally hit. Yeah. Because we were going to talk about it a little today, but since he's not here, unfortunately, we're going to go with what we can. But if you wanted to know what Lent is a significant period in the Christian calendar that lasts for approximately 40 days leading up to Easter. And then it begins on Ash Wednesday, which will be tomorrow. And it's going to end on the Holy Saturday, the day before Easter Sunday. Lent is traditionally a time of fasting, praying, and a reflection, commemorating the 40 days that Jesus spent fasting in the desert. Many Christians observe Lent by giving up certain luxuries or habits as a form of penance and spiritual discipline. With the aim of growing closer to God, it's also a time for self-examination and repentance. So I call my Lent when we do it it's a time to check yourself. And so I always think of what I could give up for 40 days. And I think it's going to be because it needs to be something good, right? And so I've got a cruise coming up. So I think I'm going to give up bread and Cokes, I think is what I'm going to do. And just spend each day picking a certain time. It can't be the same time every time. But picking a time and just spending some quiet time with myself and checking myself and seeing, am I doing what's right? Because, I think that's one thing that a lot of people forget to do on a daily basis is we're not right all the time. I'm definitely not right all the time. I'm not perfect, as I say. I always say I'm perfectly imperfect is how I say it. But with that said, again, there is nothing wrong with failing. I'd rather fail 1,000,000 times to get something right without doing it nothing at all, because that's how I was raised. I'm not a quitter. I'm a fighter. I fight for what I believe in. I fight for what I think's right. I'm a very passionate person when it comes to certain things, or it's really in everything I do. If anybody knows me, I'm always extra. And, and one thing I do when I do my Lent, when I'm checking myself, I want to make sure that I am, I'm not hurting anyone. And, I don't like hurting people's feelings. And, some people have their own narrative about me because then depending on what circles you're in. But I will say this, I will always have a kind word for anybody and everybody. I would always be there for someone if you just could give me a phone call. I mean, heck, I've given out 3 numbers now of myself, work-wise, if anybody ever needs anything, and I try to hold up to my standard on that, but again, I can only make decisions when I wake up every morning. I can only create my own narrative and decide how I'm going to be today. And if I wake up every morning telling myself, Kelly, today's going to be a good day, I can do this, or I do a lot of motivational stuff. I don't know if y'all do this, but just sitting there and making sure you check yourself. If anybody needs help with Lent or wants an ideal concept of what to think when they go home tomorrow, my biggest thing, and I would put this on anybody, is not only do a lot of acts of kindness on a daily basis, like make sure you're doing that, but I would also make sure that you guys are checking yourself and making sure, like, did I mean to say that? Was I hurtful? Oh, I'm sorry. Like, and go back. Because the worst thing I hate to do is put my head down when I'm sour. I don't like doing that. I've done it. It's the worst feeling. I like to go to bed happy. So I try to watch happy things. But while we're talking about Lent, if anybody wants to chime in, if they celebrate it, or if you don't celebrate it, it's okay, because that's why we live in America. You do you, boo. But moving on. Also, I want to give some shout out to the Chamber of Commerce, to Melissa and all them, as a course attention. If you are a chamber member, you have I believe it's 2 annual banquet tickets for the March 28th. The deadline to RSVP was on the 28th. Now, if you have not gotten with them, you need to call them ASAP to make sure you still have them or not. I would contact Jackie, is who I would talk to, and see about your tickets. But if you want to purchase tickets as chamber members to get some extras, you can do that as well for your table. And then I saw this, and I got to blow it up on the other end. Upcoming events. Now, I do know I'm waiting to hear back from Tiffany and them at their thrift store that they have for their new ribbon cutting, because they did cancel it due to weather and stuff. But the next upcoming event is going on today, March the 4th, at Active Fitness. And you can get all those details today with their ribbon cutting. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, what is it? Nope, not me. But yeah, they have ribbon cutting going on today. Shout out to Madeline Stubblefield, as she is one of our many sports writers here on the show. As I'm also excited to announce that we are going to be having a 5th person join our team after March the 10th. He's a longtime friend of mine and a co-worker. And I'm looking forward to have him on my team. We're just got to talk and work some more details out. But after March the 10th, things are going to be changing again. I don't want to say what yet exactly, but I can give you that hint. He's a good old friend of mine. I love him to death, and I love his wife. But yeah, there's just so many things with that. But again, Warren County basketball unfortunately did end. But if you see all the posts and things, Madeline did a great write-up for that. And I want to shout out to, I've got to meet Evan this past Saturday, and God love that boy. Everybody needs a hype man, and Evan is a great hype man. I need him to just come with me and sit here and just keep hyping me up all the time. But with that said, also to the Warren County Special Olympics over the weekend took the state tournament, and you can read all about I can't wait to see how they represented us. And one thing they always said, coaches Lori said, and Rico, they said that they can do anything that they put their minds to. And I absolutely love that. Love it. Also, to the Warren County Sports Weekly Wrap-Up, we talked about the archery team. And again, thank you to the archery team wearing those tribute ribbons to Tom Wood. He was another mover and shaker in this community that we lost a week ago. And our prayers and thoughts go to his family as well. That's why we prayed yesterday about it. Oh, people think they're always open. They're not. They're closed, yo-yo. We also talked about it was the first weekend that the girls' flag football team, Lady Pioneers, did I think they called it, want to make sure I say it right again because I talked to Coach Lippy and my niece about this. They said, KK, there's a certain way to say this. They participated in a pre-season play day on Saturday, and they faced off against not one, but 4 teams. They played against Blount County, Ray County, Cleveland High School, and also they played against Bledsoe County. Now, again, we talked about it because I did put this on there that they're going to be playing on the 7th. It's going to be their first game, but it's a away game, and I think I said Gordonsville. It's all on our Facebook page, but as I say this while I'm talking about sports, I'm going to post this up too as well. If you have not downloaded the Warren County Pioneers app, you need to do that today. It is free of service. It takes you less than 3 minutes to download. Get y'all's phone out. Scan your computer, your laptop, whatever you got going on right now, or just go to warrencountysports.com and download this app. It has everything you need and more. And I want to see if I can put this up. I don't think it's going to let me do both. Let me see. Let me go back to this. Add to the stage. So this is like a little preview because I wanted everybody, if you're not phone savvy, I want you to still know these games are going on. And one part of this app, it has a schedule. And this is what the upcoming games from now till, and I want to make sure I tell you, from now till, actually it was as of yesterday, but from March the 4th all the way to March 11th, I got dates for soccer, for middle school soccer, high school soccer, flag football, archery, the fishing team, the anglers are coming up and playing, softball, also baseball, let's see, golf's coming, tennis. There is so many things on this app that it is amazing. And if you have not downloaded that app today, you need to. It's free, it's quick, it's simple and easy. But this is all in our newsletter because I want people to know what is going on. And speaking of what's going on, we are going to take a quick pause right now. And I'm going to just do that for right now. I'm going to take another quick commercial for our word of our sponsors. And when we come back, we're going to talk just a little bit more of what is coming up for the weekend. And then if you guys have any hits that you want to shout out to me, please let me know ASAP. But here we go.
To start Ganton Bolden. Now it's Gateway Tire and Service Center. He wanted our customers to have the best products and service at a fair price. That was his motto then, and that still stands today. We promise to be upfront and honest with each and every customer. We'll never try to sell something that our customers doesn't need just to make a buck. If that's what makes us different from our competitors, well, we're just fine with that. Come see us today or give us a call at 931-815-9000.
Looking to transform your home? Head over here to Roland Renovations at North Chancery Street in McMinnville. From stunning cabinets and beautiful countertops to durable LVP and hardwood flooring, we've got everything you need. Want to upgrade your bathroom? Check out our amazing shower systems and our stylish shower doors. Here at Roland Renovations, we also specialize in outdoor cabinetry, tile work, full remodels, and installation services. Stop by or call us at 931-743-5479 today. We are open Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. We are closed on Wednesday, and Saturday we are open for appointments only. Don't wait. Revamp your space with us here at Roland Renovations.
Are you ready for your new Ford? Hi, this is Chris at Reddick Brown Ford in Morrison, inviting you to come and visit our dealership with special finance rates on that special Ford truck, Bronco, or SUV that you have been looking for. Plus a great assortment of pre-owned inventory. We are proud to be part of the local community here in Warren County and now offer complimentary pickup and delivery for service. Your Pioneer Sports Ford headquarters, Reddick Brown Ford, Manchester Highway, Morrison. Have you driven a Ford lately?
All right. With that said, as we're coming to a wrap up for today's show, make sure you tune in for all this week as we have something special going on every day. If you're not following us on Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, Spotify, Apple, Amazon, Audible, just to name a few of the stuff we're tagged to, make sure you're on that with us. But today, it is currently in downtown McMinnville. We are at 59 degrees. And thanks again to our community weather sponsor, Reddick Brown Ford. Couldn't do it without them. And as the sun's coming out, I'm very curious. So this morning we were at a 75% chance of rain. But as of right now, we're at 65% chance of rain. If anything, I'm trying to see. So it's saying by 9 o'clock tonight, there may be a 35% chance of rain. So if there's anything going on tonight that you have to be a part of, just in case, bring your rain boots, bring your jacket, bring your umbrella. Simple as that. And going right into what is going on in Warren County. Again, as far as sports goes today, tennis is going to be playing. Let's see. Okay. So today, at 4 o'clock, the tennis team is going to be playing against White County. The soccer boys are also playing tonight at 6 o'clock against DeKalb County Middle. On the 6th, March 6th at 4 p.m., the tennis team is playing against Shelbyville. And I believe that's going to be their away game. Their home game is today. And then on March the 7th at 5:30 p.m., the baseball middle school boys will be playing against Lincoln County, a home game. The soccer middle school boys will also be playing at 5:30 against Tullahoma. I'm telling you a lot of stuff. At 6 p.m., soccer boys at White County, another home game. And, of course, our first game, which is an away game, on March the 7th at 6 p.m., they're going to be at Gordonsville, our flag football Lady Pioneers. March the 7th at 6:30 p.m., there's going to be a tournament at the White County High School, and that's going to be with our high school archery team. And then on March the 8th, the Anglers, which is our fishing team, will be on CTN Trail. And then also, still haven't heard, I guess it depends on this next game, but on March the 8th at 8 a.m., the middle school soccer boys are supposed to be playing. It says TBD, to be determined. And then on March the 8th at 9:30 a.m., the baseball middle school is going to be doing a Tullahoma JV tournament. And then starting back next week on March 10th, we got golf, softball, baseball. It just keeps going and going and going. Another thing that is going on, too, that you need to be a part of is this Friday, the Ultimate Oldies Show. This was postponed due to weather, and so their new date was March the 7th. So at 7 p.m. this Friday, if you guys want to be a part of the Ultimate Oldies, you better get your tickets now. Don't wait out on this. Also going on this weekend, not this weekend, but a week from this Saturday, is Campaign of Accountability Chili Cook-Off. This Allies of Thomas E. Davis for Congress presents. Now, this is not going to be here in Warren County, but I wanted people to know if you are a supporter of Tom Davis in his upcoming election for Congress once again, because election's going to be here next year before you know it. From 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., They're going to be at the West End Community Club. It's 5514 Waynesboro Highway in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. So if you want to be a part of this chili cook-off or just come and support Tom Davis from Warren County, go out there and do so. Also coming up this month is the second annual Dam Duck Derby, hosted by in McMinnville on March the 29th at 4 p.m. at Paper Branch Park. And this is with the Matthew 25 Ministries group. And if you have not seen this, it is the neatest thing. You need to be a part of it. I got this information too as well off of the McMinnvilleParkTheater.com's website. Join them for a family fun series event at the Park Theater on April the 4th, 2024. I don't know if that's somebody behind me or a shadow. And it's going to be starring Grant Kinnemer and some really wild special guests. Like, it looks like he's got an owl, a tiger maybe. I don't know. I think that's a tortoise. Maybe that's a weasel on his shoulder. I don't know. And he's holding an alligator or a crocodile. I don't know. I can't tell the difference between the two. And I know somebody that's watching is going to be like, Kelly, come on, you can tell the difference. No, I can't. I know this is a little ahead of schedule, but at the Bonnie's Blue End, they are going to be celebrating the greatest title in the world, which is a grandmother. Join them this year for our annual Grandmother's Tea, an afternoon of fun, food, and activities with your grandchild. The space is limited, so make your reservation soon. We are scheduling 2 dates again this year to accommodate the popularity of this event. April 5th and the April 12th. It's $50 for the first two and $20 for each additional. Call or message them for more information. This year's theme will be Peter Rabbit and his animal friends. So, again, if you have not seen that, oh my gosh. And if you haven't been to the Bonnie Blue End, you need to. Warren Arts is, I'm telling you, they have so many shows coming up. The Trip to Bountiful, The Lion King Jr., Mamma Mia, Funny Girl, Shrek. The list goes on and on and on. So if you have not been a part of any of these plays or seen them, you got to get in tune with that. Also going on tonight on this March the 4th, it's if you're a part of the Master Gardeners Club, and again, you can check out all this information on their Facebook page and more at the Master Gardeners UT Extension Institute of Agriculture. It's all right there. You can always contact Heath Noakes or Tina Smock at 473-8484 if you want more information on these events. But tonight's class is going to be at the UT TSU Extension office in Warren County. And the speaker tonight is going to be Heath Noakes, and it's going to be about soil, it looks like. Yeah. And then the next one after that is going to be on March the 18th about vegetable gardening. So it's going to be very interesting. And again, if you want any more information on this, you're always welcome to call them at 473-8484. With that said, I'm sorry, I do have to cut today's a little bit short because I have an appointment that I had to be there like 4 minutes ago. So other than that, take care. God bless. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. It has been a blast hanging out with you. Again, if there's anything that you would like us to mention on the show, talk about on the show, call us at 931-369-3050 and we will get it out there. Or if you have a question of concern, like we've been talking about Isha for the past few weeks now. And, again, I will tell you all this so I can end it right. After 3 weeks of going back and forth with Miss Lauren, because I've been trying to keep it a little hush-hush, but now I'm just going to talk about it. Lauren reached out to me about 3 weeks ago off of Instagram and Facebook, and we are finally going to get to go up there this Saturday to tour the facility, because before I could get them on the show, they wanted me to tour the facility. And so, like I tell everybody, I'm a very busy person and I try my best to get everything as quickly as I can. But timing, time's just never on my side. But with that said, I'm so excited to see that the word is getting around about Isha and how we're just talking more and more about it. That's the big thing, is we just need to continue to keep talking more and more about it. But with that said, we're going to try to go up there Saturday and tour the facility. Me and and my friends that do the show with me, my group. And then after that, we're going to try to see when we can schedule a sit down with the representatives they want to give us and come and do the questions that you have given us. But other than that, take care. God bless. I love each and every one of you guys, and make this terrific Tuesday a good one. And remember, Warren County, keep it first.